Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and this is my fresh start. Don't mind me, I'm just saying a prayer before I attempt to tackle this mess. Here I am just grabbing out excess hangers from my closet. My husband uses a large dresser while I use our very small closet. I use 1/2 for spring and summer and 1/2 for fall and winter. Same scenario for our children's closets. It's the same setup that I use in there as well. You saw me take out some hangers there. Right now I'm using a system in the children's closets as well as my own where you have 35 hangers for spring and summer clothing items and 35 hangers for fall and winter items. Now you will see as the video gets a little bit longer that I have quite a bit of clothing. Hashtag hoarding. Hello. Regardless, I have decluttered. I have actually gotten rid of multiple trash bags, untaped, unseen by the public eye, and I seem to still have so many clothes. You know that one disease that people have, that you have all these clothes and nothing to wear? Yeah, that seems to be, I seem to be a casualty of that sickness or illness. No, in all reality though, it's just something that I need to go through, and so that's what this video is for. Right here, I am just making piles. I am organizing like items with like items. I am attempting to do it per season. So I'm trying to put, casual t-shirts with casual t-shirts, long sleeve casual shirts with hoodies here in a minute, or sweatshirts, dressy shirts with dressy shirts for spring and fall, etc. So I'm trying to organize it that way, and then once I have all my like items together, I'm gonna kind of sort of Marie Kondo, what is it? To do her method, and I'm just going to basically lay everything out on my bed and kind of see how many like items I have of which category, and basically pare it down from there with my favorites. If you have a nasty hoarded closet, if you have piles of laundry laying around, if you have a dresser that's bursting out the seams, why don't you take a few minutes and push play on this video, or rewind if you would like, since apparently if you're hearing my voice, you're already listening to it already. And why don't you tackle this along with me? Nothing is better than having some help, some motivation, some encouragement along the way. At least I know for myself, that's how I work anyway. So let's get ahead, let's get a jump start on this spring cleaning, and let's get motivated and knock out our wardrobe together. Let me know in the comments below how many items of clothing you allow yourself to keep, or are you even that restricted with your wardrobe or your closet? Let me know. I tried to do the whole, I don't know, there's something going around. I heard of like a 30 or 33 item wardrobe. I don't know if you consider that a capsule wardrobe or not. And I was trying to do, 33 items of clothing for the whole entire year. I'm so sorry, but I cannot do that. I have tried, I have attempted, and I have failed. Let me tell you, something fierce actually. I like clothes. I have always loved fashion. Since I have gained weight, I've put on some extra pounds, and I don't necessarily dress like I would like or like I would want to. So I guess what I'm saying is it's not that my wardrobe necessarily reflects my taste or my style at the moment, but I can say that pounds or no pounds, yeah, I still like my clothes. I like to have options. I definitely like to have a variety. I tell myself, I only want a week's worth of items or 2 weeks tops, worth of clothing per season. And that's all that I need. That's all that I want. Your girl has been there, done that. And so far, at the end of this bedroom video, we will happen to see together, actually, in real life time, how many articles of clothing I actually end up keeping, because too less doesn't work and too much doesn't work. So we will hopefully come to a happy medium. We can only pray. What is the one item of clothing that you actually have a lot of and you are not willing to part with? For some people, I know it's their hoodies. For other people, it can be shoes. Maybe it's purses. I don't know. But what is that one item for you that you just cannot get enough of and you are not willing to part with? Tell me about it in the comments. I would really love to hear. As you can tell, if you haven't been able to already, I do keep all year round clothing items in my one closet. I've gotten different ideas before, or I've heard other people talk, and the way they organize their clothing items is much different than my way of doing things. It doesn't make it wrong, It's just something where the space that we are working with in our current home is just very, very limited, which in fact, I don't think it's unrealistic at all for me to be having one closet and my husband having a pretty decent sized dresser all to himself. I think that that's more than enough. I feel like that gives us ample space and room to store our things. Just to be honest, I think it's much more complicated to, would it be considered double storing? I'm not sure. Like if you've got spring and summer items in one area, and then maybe if you have to bring them out, at the change of seasons and swap, from fall and winter clothing. One, that just, as lazy as this might make me seem, just seems like a lot of work. And for two, I wouldn't like the idea of having half of my season's worth of clothes in one location of my home and the other half of the season's clothes located on another portion of my home. So regardless, I want you to do what works best for you, but just know that in my personal opinion, with our family and in our home, it just works best for us, children included. And thankfully they have the space that they are able to just keep all of their four seasons clothing together, and that's just what works best for us. Believe it or not, as I am recording this video and I am working on the clothing items that you see before me, I literally have the washer and I believe dryer also filled with other clothing that just belongs to me. Here in America, we can be so over and beyond blessed to have so many things in excess. There's different things we could say about that topic for sure and on its own, but just know that we are blessed. We're very, very favored as far as there's a lot of people out there, and I'm not saying there aren't people in our own country that struggle and that deal with less, but overall, as a whole, America or Americans seem to tend to have a lot more materialistic items, including clothing, and I am truly thankful and I am very grateful for everything that God has blessed us with. I guess that's why when I do get rid of things, not as a brag or a boast, but I don't like to take it to I don't know, like some people do the whole Facebook marketplace thing, or some people do, they sell their things at a garage sale or whatever. I honestly, again, not as a brag or a boast, but that's why I like to return the favor, and I just like to bless others how I have been blessed. And so if that means I'm able to pass on clothing that I'm getting rid of, then so be it. And it just makes me feel like I'm paying it forward, and it makes me feel like it's not a waste, and it just makes me happy to know that someone else is able to have items that they need because I am living with less and I'm choosing to help someone else in the process. also feel like living with less helps out with so many more things. Like, I think the minimum mom refers to it as the inventory. So if you have less quote unquote clothing inventory, you don't have to do nearly as much laundry as you're having to do with trying to keep up with the mounds and mounds and loads of laundry that you are already keeping up with now. Now let me rephrase by, speaking for myself here. If you already have your stuff together and you don't have that much laundry and you are already minimal, then I am so thankful and grateful that you're not having to deal with the stress and the anxiety that comes along with extra laundry, extra clothing, and extra work. Right here, the stack of clothing that I am grabbing from are toss pillows or our decorative pillows that I just threw into the basket. Actually happen to belong to my children. Somehow, a couple of my son's items and a couple of my daughter's items landed in our room, and so I am just taking those and I am getting them out of our bedroom. Shoes, and more shoes. Oh my goodness! These are actually most of, but not quite all of my fall and winter shoes. I don't know if you would consider those leopard slip-ons that I'm holding spring and summer or not. I feel like they are, but for whatever reason, I categorize them with my fall and winter shoes. Nonetheless, I am sitting here trying to organize, make sure that I have matches and mates to each shoe, and I am getting ready to put them on my beloved Dollar General shoe rack, which I am so in love with and am so thankful for because it helps so much and it was super inexpensive. Right here, I am just going through the clothing items that were already hanging up in my closet. This was actually from another round of decluttering that I did. Not sure if I taped that one or not, but I was going through wanting to go over them again, go through each item one more time, and make sure that I really wanted to keep them and see what I actually wanted to get rid of. You guys, this is actually going to be all for the video today. Please stay tuned as you come back for the next video and we do part 2 of our bedroom and closet declutter with me.